So Trey McBride for the Arizona Cardinals was a lot of people's tight end number one that draft class. He still wasn't a first round pick, but a lot of people really liked him. I remember liking him. I'm pretty sure I remember liking him coming out of the draft. Nevertheless, right off the bat, it didn't go particularly well. It was kind of looking like, okay, is he going to hit his ceiling? But really this last year, the answer was a resounding yes. I think he, at times, looked like a borderline elite level receiving tight end, and that's what I want to talk about in today's video, is really the, what he does so well to get him open consistently, and why I think that it's going to continue to work, and why I don't think this is a flash in the pan. I think he is just a good player. So, yeah, let's get into the film, but real quick before we do, I have a movie channel now, Jackson Kruger Movies, if that seems like your kind of thing. Check out the link in the description. Again, Jackson Kruger Movies, some film reviews, stuff like that. It's a lot of different kind of film study, I suppose. But yeah, if that seems like it's your kind of thing, check that out. But anyway, let's just get into the film of Trey McBride. Let's start off with this play. It's kind of more of a simpler play where you see that Trey McBride is just going to start off blocking the edge rusher, but then he's going to get off that block and just run essentially a check down route. Simple enough, right? Well, when this play begins, Kyler runs the play action, and you see that McBride does a pretty good job at, again, getting the edge rusher enough out of position that he can't just run towards Kyler and make a play, but is still now in position where he can get open. So, already a pretty good job, but here is where I think McBride really excels at, is his adjustment to the ball. I think he does a very good job at kind of reading the ball off of Kyler's hands and adjusting accordingly. Watch how when Murray kind of pushes it closer towards the first down marker, you see that McBride doesn't just adjust nicely to the ball, but also adjust in a way where he can pick up more yards after the catch. That's something that he definitely makes a conscious effort to try and do, is get more yards after the catch, and he, definitely shows that he is capable of doing that on this play. Also, stuff like this, which is very much what he brings to the table, I would say what you like about him if you're a Cardinals fan. This play is a zone coverage concept, and you see how this route concept can work. One receiver runs kind of a deeper route, pushing the deep corner further deep. And that route, that is McBride's route, he's going to kind of run up the middle, doesn't give away what he's doing just yet. That's ideally what you want to have him do. Don't make it clear what concept you're running until it's too late. Kind of run straight up the middle and then cut towards the sideline, hopefully get open that way. When this play begins, you see that Kyler, runs kind of a half-hearted play action, but once McBride gets over there, again, this is kind of a combination of several things I like about him. I think he did a good job at not giving away what he was running until it was too late. He runs for, towards the sideline, but once he realizes the ball is coming out just a little bit later than maybe you would have initially liked it to, and so therefore the ball is going further down the field, which is a nice adjustment by Kyler. Kyler knows to push this down the field, and McBride knows to run further down the field to adjust to it and make the grab, which also helps out Kyler Murray because now he knows he can trust McBride and he can push the ball further down the field. As you see, again, McBride really, he catches these, catches the ball almost like it's a baton that he's taking, right? Like, he does a great job of catching it in a way where he can easily turn and try and pick up more yards, but not in a way where he drops the ball because he's too focused on what he's doing next. It's just, he kind of adjusts his body to be in position to turn and run while making sure he keeps his eyes on the ball and keeps his hands in position to make the grab. It's really good stuff. McBride can also do stuff like this, where this is going to be, so to set the stage, it's a 3rd down and 22. That's the situation. So it's going to be tough to pick up a first down on this play for the Cardinals. But that doesn't necessarily mean that this is the worthless play, just try and gain 5 yards and then punt the ball, because, honestly, 5 yards here doesn't do anything. The punt probably is just as easy, right here than if you're 10 yards further down the field. But let's keep in mind, punting isn't the only option on a 4th down. You can try and kick a field goal, especially when you have Matt Prater, who we all know that he has a big leg. Potentially just gaining some yards could be a way to just get 3 points on the board, which is obviously better than 0. The Cardinals are going to have several receivers essentially just run like setup routes, just trying to push the 49ers players that will already be further deep, even further deep. Then McBride is going to, again, kind of similar to the first play, start off blocking, but then run a route underneath. Hopefully the 49ers don't pick him up right away. And also, we've already established McBride very good in open space, so totally makes sense to be doing this. So Kyler Murray takes the snap. He is going to eventually flip the ball to McBride right here. And you see it's going okay. Again, the first down just isn't happening. But ideally, you want to pick up more than just getting to the 45. I think getting to the 40, you just feel a lot better about this current situation. And watch McBride make a guy miss, and then he is going to be able to get to right around that 39, 40-yard line. Matt Prater kicked a 57-yard field goal and made it. So they ended up getting 3 points right there, which is one of those things that maybe watching it live doesn't feel like the biggest play in the world, but actually has pretty important, pretty important aspect to it. And again, I mean, this game was a blowout, but at least at the time, you feel happier about having 3 points. There's also stuff like this where it's going to be a zone coverage concept, and again, you see McBride's route very similar to a play I showed you earlier. Kyler Murray is going to take the snap, kind of use his eyes to hopefully not give away what he's, where he's going to eventually go with the football. And McBride doing a great job as well. I'm kind of really highlighting a part I kind of glossed over earlier of not giving away what he's doing at all. Again, this part of the route is often what makes these routes work against zone coverage. When people ask what is the difference between like a good player at beating man and a good player at beating zone, the best zone beaters are guys like this. Guys who can really just do the subtle things in route running, not give away what you're running. So then, boom, cuts over the middle. He's open. No one can adjust quick enough. And you see McBride, it's kind of funny. He's annoyed at himself that he wasn't able to get more yards after the catch. I'm kind of like, buddy, like, what were you supposed to do there? Like, your momentum was taking you out of bounds. You can't blame yourself. But it's he puts high expectations on himself for that stuff because he is so good at it. There's also stuff like this where what's going to happen is it's man coverage play, and also it's 4th down and 6. So, again, the game is a blowout. It's a 20-point game. But hey, in theory, you still have a chance, right? It's, you have 3 timeouts, 6:30 left. Like, in theory, a touchdown real quick with like 6 minutes left. Then maybe you can get kick the ball deep, take 2 minutes off the clock, get a quick touchdown, kick the ball deep again, 3 and out, use all 3 of your timeouts, get another touchdown, win the game. It's unlikely, but hey, you're 3-10. Why not have fun? See if you can pull off a miracle. So for McBride, he needs to help pick up the first down here. That is his route. Again, starts off blocking, kind of runs more over the middle. Okay, simple enough. Usually these types of routes aren't your first option, but it's better than nothing. Although here, you're going to notice that the player covering McBride is playing a bit far off right now. So that's what Kyler sees. That's what he likes. And I think he just kind of says, hey, let me get the ball to my best receiver's hands right here. That is Trey McBride. So that's what Kyler does. He flips it to McBride, and look at him make the catch and fights and picks up the first down. This is good stuff. So yeah, those are kind of my thoughts on McBride. I think he's good. I think he's a good player, and I think that he does a lot of really nice things, and especially with potentially more attention coming off of him, with obviously Marvin Harrison Jr. entering the scene here. I could even see him having a better season, having more, good statistics and things like that. At the very least, should still have a, good year for the Cardinals. So, yeah, those are my thoughts. What are yours? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And, of course, as always, thanks for watching.